Venice is a city in northeastern Italy and the capital of the Veneto region. It is built on a group of 118 small islands that are separated by canals and linked by over 400 bridges. The islands are in the shallow Venetian Lagoon, an enclosed bay lying between the mouths of the Po and the Piave rivers. In 2020, around 258,685 people resided in Greater Venice, or the Comune di Venezia, of whom around 55,000 live in the historical island city of Venice and the rest on the mainland. Together with the cities of Padua and Treviso, Venice is included in the Padua-Treviso-Venice Metropolitan Area, which is considered a statistical metropolitan area with a total population of 2.6 million. Although the city is facing some challenges including an excessive number of tourists and problems caused by pollution, tide peaks and cruise ships sailing too close to buildings, Venice remains a very popular tourist destination, a major cultural center, and has been ranked many times the most beautiful city in the world. It has been described by the Times as one of Europe's most romantic cities and by the New York Times as undoubtedly the most beautiful city built by man. The Venetian Lagoon is made up of numerous islands, and some of them make for easy and fun day trips from Venice. In fact, a tour of Murano, and Torcello, three of these outlying islands, is one of the most popular add-ons to a trip to Venice. Murano is one of the easiest day trips from Venice you can do. Located on a set of islands in the Venetian Lagoon, Murano is famous for its glass, blown using a traditional process that's several centuries old. The charms of Venice are legendary, and no matter how much time you allocate to the city, it's never going to be enough. But if you can tear yourself away, there are some wonderful day trips from Venice you can do. From magical little islands and sandy beaches in the Venetian Lagoon to picturesque lakes and mountains and historic cities easily accessed by train, there are a variety of Venice day trips from which to choose. While there isn't a shortage of day trips from Venice you can do by public transport, a car will definitely expand your reach and offer greater flexibility when exploring the countryside. You can even drive over to Slovenia for the day from Venice if you have a car. One of the best things to do in Murano is to watch a glass blowing demonstration. Smaller glass shops will allow you to walk right in and watch a creation in progress, no appointment needed. They may even gift you a small sample or offer a discount on your purchases. If you enjoy glass, also step into the small Museum of Glass, which offers some glass pieces to view from the different periods of Murano's history and information on the traditional techniques used by the local glass blowers. Do a walking tour of the island. It's quite small, so a tour doesn't take very long. Be sure to stop to see the striking blue glass comet star sculpture located in Campo San Stefano at the base of the clock tower. Step into the Chiesa di San Pietro Martire, which features works by Venetian masters such as Veronese, Bellini, and Tintoretto, even though many of the paintings have been moved to the Accademia in Venice. You can visit Murano any time of year, but it tends to get crowded during the day in the summer months. Visit early or late in the day to avoid crowds, but note that not all businesses may be open at these times. Getting to Murano from Venice. You can visit Murano independently from Venice on the Vaporetto. It's just about a 15-minute ride from the stop at Fondament Nove. You can also take the Vaporetto from the San Zaccaria stop near the Piazza San Marco, or the Santa Lucia train station stop. When visiting Murano, the best thing to do is meander slowly through the colorful streets. Venture off the main road and appreciate the beauty of everyday life in this tiny fishing village. For a delicious seafood meal, grab lunch at Al Gatto Nero, a Michelin-starred restaurant known for its simple but elegant use of fresh local ingredients. Al Gatto Nero is a popular spot, so you will need to make a reservation in advance. The main street in Murano, Piazza Gallup, features a selection of shops, restaurants, and cafes. Here you can grab a bite to eat, enjoy a tasty gelato, or shop for authentic Murano lace. To learn more about Murano lace making, you can also visit the Murano Lace Museum, located in the former Murano Lace School. At the time of writing, museum tickets cost €5 per person. Verona, sitting pretty on the banks of the river Adige, the medieval city of Verona makes a pleasant contrast to the bustle of Venice. Famed for being the setting of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, Verona is one of Italy's most romantic destinations. The first stop on your day in Verona should be the Lamberti Tower, which offers superb 360-degree views of the city. Then head to Juliet's house, where you can stand on the famous balcony and practice your best Shakespearean verse. Bologna, known as the Fat, the Red, and the Learned, is one of the best day trips you can take from Venice. Particularly enticing for foodies, Bologna is home to some iconic dishes, such as the tortellini and brodo, the bolognese sauce, and the famous mortadella. Thus, you cannot visit the city without trying a food tour. One of the best things to do in Bologna is to spend some time in the majestic Piazza Maggiore, the main square, where you can admire the architecture. Gawk at the massive facade of the Basilica di San Petronio and pose for a photo by the Neptune fountain. Park Villa Spada is another C. Florence. Although you really need more than one day in Florence, especially if you are an art lover, we think the cradle of the Renaissance still makes for a fabulous day trip from Venice, especially if you just want to soak in the ambience, take in the views, and enjoy the great food and gelato. Thanks for watching.